Hey there, you looking kinda cute. Please consider subscribing and check out our Patreon for more. Enjoy the video.
Well, sis, it's time to get started on our little project.
The deep, resonating voice sent a shiver down my spine as I heard my older sister's words. I knew this day was coming, but hearing it now, it sent a mix of excitement and nervousness coursing through my body. I sat on the edge of my bed, my heart racing as I imagined what was to come. You know why I'm here, right, little bro? She smirked, leaning against the doorway, her arms folded across her chest. Her tall, confident stance only added to my intimidation. I nodded, my throat feeling suddenly dry. Yeah, I know. It's time for my, training. She pushed herself off the door frame and strolled into my room, the click of her high heels echoing on the hardwood floor. Her long, sleek black hair, perfect makeup, and form-fitting suit exuded sophistication and power. She was the epitome of a confident, dominant woman, and I felt my nervousness peak as I imagined what she had in store for me. That's right, you're a bit of a lost cause, aren't you? Awkward, shy, and completely clueless about the opposite gender. It's time for a transformation, bro. Time for you to learn what it really means to be a man. She let out a soft chuckle, knowing full well the irony of her words. And just how are you planning to do that, sis? I asked, my voice cracking slightly, unable to hide the curiosity and apprehension in my tone. She smiled, a devious glint in her eye. Oh, I have just the thing. A little something I like to call Sisters Feminization Boot Camp. You see, the best way for you to learn about women is to become one yourself, to experience the world from their perspective. My eyes widened as the realization of her plan sank in. You want me to dress up like a girl? Not just dress up, brother dear, she cooed, her voice filled with amusement. I want you to live and breathe as a woman, to embrace the feminine side you've kept hidden for so long. It's time to unlock your inner goddess. I felt a rush of emotions, embarrassment, curiosity. But why, sis? Why me? She sighed, her expression softening as she sat down on the bed beside me, her perfume filling my senses. Because, sweet brother, I see the potential in you. Under that awkward exterior is a sensitive, caring person who just needs a little guidance. And let's face it, the ladies aren't exactly beating down your door, are they? I lowered my gaze, knowing she hit a sore spot. My dating life was non-existent, and my shyness around women had become a running joke among our friends and family. Exactly, she continued, taking my hand in hers, her touch gentle and reassuring. So, consider this a sisterly intervention, a way to boost your confidence and give you a whole new perspective on life. I took a deep breath, knowing I had little choice in the matter. Besides, a strange part of me wanted this, wanted to explore the feminine side I had always kept buried. Okay, sis, I'm in. What do I need to do? Her face lit up with excitement. Fantastic! Now the first step is to get you looking the part. Follow me. I stood up, my heart pounding in my chest as I followed her out of my room and towards what I assumed was her master plan. Let's start with something basic, shall we? My sister stood before me, dressed in a sleek business suit, her hair tied back in a tight bun, exuding an air of authority. I felt a mix of apprehension and anticipation as I stood in her walk-in closet, surrounded by an array of feminine attire. Basic? I questioned, my voice hesitant. With a swift movement, she flung a dress at me, a simple black number, modest in design, but form-fitting. Put this on and we'll go from there. I took the dress from her, feeling the soft fabric between my fingers. You want me to wear this? Yes, bro. It's time to embrace your new identity. Now, go get changed. I want to see how you look. I hesitated, my heart racing as I imagined myself in the dress. Okay, give me a second. I stepped into her ensuite bathroom, my hands shaking as I unbuttoned my shirt and slipped out of my jeans, sliding the dress over my head. It fit my body, accentuating my frame. I took a deep breath, steeling myself before stepping back out to face my sister. Well, turn around then, she exclaimed, her hands on her hips. Let me see how it fits. I slowly spun around, feeling her eyes on me. "How does it look?" I asked, my voice laced with uncertainty. Her eyes glinted with approval. "Not bad, not bad at all. It accentuates your slim figure, but we need to work on your posture. Shoulders back, body out. You're a woman now, own it." I stood up straighter, trying to exude the confidence she demanded.
Like this? Much better. Now walk for me, heels first.
I awkwardly stepped forward, my bare feet padding against the carpet. "I don't know about this, sis." "You'll get used to it," she assured me. "Now turn and give me your profile." I did as she instructed, feeling her eyes assessing me like a coach critiquing an athlete. Yes, you have potential. But we'll need to work on your walk. No slouching. Strut like you own the place." I tried to imbue my movements with a sense of power and grace, but it felt foreign and uncomfortable. "Is this what you want?" "Getting there," she replied, her eyes narrowing in concentration. "Now I think it's time for a bit of makeup. Follow me." I trailed after her, the dress swishing around my knees, feeling a mix of embarrassment and excitement as I imagined the transformation that lay ahead. The cool, soft brushes danced across my face, sending tingles down my spine. I sat in my sister's makeup chair, a silk robe draped across my new figure, as she meticulously applied products to my skin. "Sit still, will you?" she admonished, her eyes focused on her task. "Sorry, sis," I mumbled, trying to relax as her fingers worked their magic. I watched her every move in the mirror, mesmerized by the transformation she was creating. "There, all done," she declared, stepping back to admire her handiwork. I turned to face the mirror, my breath catching in my throat as I beheld my new appearance. My sister had worked wonders. My features were enhanced, my skin glowing, and my eyes accentuated with a smoky shadow. I looked like a completely different person, a beautiful, mysterious woman. "Wow," I breathed, unable to take my eyes off my reflection. "I know, right?" she boasted, clearly proud of her work. "Not bad for a first try. Just wait till we really dive into it." I reached up to touch my face, awestruck by the transformation. "It's incredible, sis. I can't believe it's me."
You look stunning, sis, and that's just the beginning. Wait till we get to the hair and nails. By the time we're done, you'll be a whole new woman.
A nervous laugh escaped my lips.
I can't wait, I guess.
She smiled at my reaction, knowing full well the impact of her work.
Now, let's get you into something a little more fitting for a night out, something to really showcase your new look.
"A night out?" I questioned, a knot forming in my stomach.
Yes, a girl's night out. Every woman needs one, and it's high time you experienced it.
Now let's find something perfect for your debut. My apprehension grew as she rifled through her extensive wardrobe, pulling out various dresses and outfits, each more nicer and daring than the last. "This is insane, sis," I muttered, glancing down at the red dress my sister had chosen for me. My sister, ever the fashionista, stood back to admire her handiwork. "Nonsense, you look fabulous, and this dress is the perfect way to showcase your new assets." I blushed, feeling self-conscious under her scrutiny. "I feel so... wow." "Good. That's the point, sis. Tonight you embrace your femininity. It's time to let your guard down and enjoy the attention." She stepped forward, adjusting the dress to ensure the neckline showcased my cleavage to its full potential. "There, perfect," I gulped, feeling a mix of trepidation and excitement. "And just where are we going like this?" She smiled, her eyes sparkling with mischief.
"To a club, of course. A place where you can really cut loose and embrace your new identity."
My heart began to race at the thought of being on display in such an outfit. "A club? Are you sure that's a good idea?" "Positive," she asserted, her tone leaving no room for argument. "Now, enough stalling. Let's finish your look with some heels and jewelry. Then we can hit the town." I took a deep breath, knowing resistance was futile. "Okay, sis, lead the way." The thumping bass and vibrant lights of the club enveloped me as I stepped through the doorway, my sister by my side. I felt a rush of nervous energy as I surveyed the room, my eyes adjusting to the dimly lit, buzzing atmosphere. "This way!" my sister shouted over the pulsating music, guiding me through the crowd. I followed closely, feeling self-conscious in my attire. The dress fit my body, and the high heels accentuated my legs, drawing unwanted attention from men and women alike. "Here, sit," my sister directed, leading me to a vacant table. "I'll grab us some drinks." I nodded, grateful for the brief respite. I watched as she strutted towards the bar, drawing stares from everyone she passed. Her confidence and poise were in stark contrast to my own unease. I fidgeted with the strap of my dress, feeling out of place and unsure of how to conduct myself. A group of men nearby cast glances in my direction. I felt a mix of discomfort, unsure how to react. My sister's words of wisdom echoed in my mind, to embrace my femininity and enjoy the attention. I took a deep breath, straightened my posture, and offered them a coquettish smile. Their response was immediate and enthusiastic. One of them, a tall, muscular man, approached with a confident stride, his eyes looking at mine. "Well, hello there, beautiful. Enjoying your night so far?" I felt my heart race as I processed his words, realizing he was speaking to me. Yes, I am. Thanks." My voice sounded awkward and unnatural, and I hated how nervous I sounded. He flashed a charming smile, seemingly unfazed by my response. "Mind if I join you? I'm Mike, by the way." I hesitated, glancing around for my sister, but she was nowhere to be seen. Sure, I guess." "Great." He slid into the seat across from me. "So, what brings you here tonight?" I shifted in my seat, uncomfortable under his intense gaze. "Oh, just a girls' night out. You know, having some fun." "I can see that," he said, his eyes twinkling with amusement. "And you're certainly having fun with your look. It suits you." A warm flush spread across my cheeks, and I felt a strange sense of satisfaction at his compliment. "Thanks, I think." Our conversation flowed easily, and I found myself relaxing and enjoying the attention he lavished upon me.
Having fun, sis?
My sister's voice startled me, and I turned to see her standing by our table, a mischievous smile on her face. I felt a rush of embarrassment as I realized she had been watching my interaction with Mike. Yeah. I mean, I guess so. He's nice." She slid into the seat beside me, signaling to the waiter for another round of drinks. "I can see that, and I'm glad you're enjoying yourself. That's what tonight is all about." I fidgeted with the strap of my dress, feeling a mix of emotions. "I know, but it's a lot to take in." "Of course it is," she replied, her tone softening. "Becoming a woman isn't easy, but you're doing great. And Mike seems like a perfect gentleman to guide you through your first experience." I felt a rush of gratitude for her support, but also a twinge of something else, a hint of annoyance at her constant guidance and reminders of my new role. "I can handle it, sis. I'm not a complete novice." She raised an eyebrow, her expression challenging. "Of course not, but remember, this is all part of your education. Every experience, every interaction is a lesson in becoming a woman." I sighed, knowing she was right. "I know, sis. I'm trying to process everything."
I understand, bro. It's a lot to take in, but you're doing amazing. Just embrace the moment and go with the flow." I nodded, taking a deep breath and steeling myself for whatever the rest of the night had in store.
"Now enough of the deep talk," she continued, her eyes sparkling with mischief. "Let's get you back to Mike and see where this night takes you." The night progressed in a blur of drinks, dancing, and conversation with Mike. I felt myself letting go, embracing the persona my sister had crafted for me. The attention and admiration I received fueled a newfound confidence, and I found myself laughing and joking with an ease I had never known as my former self. As the clock struck midnight, Mike leaned in close.
You know, you're truly stunning. I can't stop thinking about how amazing you look tonight.
"Thank you. I think I am too. It's a new look for me." He chuckled, his hand gently holding my arm.
Well, it suits you. You should embrace it more often.
Maybe I will, I replied, my voice laced with a mix of uncertainty and boldness. It's liberating in a way. It certainly is, he agreed, his eyes never leaving mine. He stood, taking my hand in his. Follow me. There's something I want to show you. I hesitated, glancing around for my sister, but she was nowhere to be found. Okay, but just for a bit. I don't want to lose my sister in this place. Don't worry, she knows where we're headed, he assured me, leading me through the crowd towards the back of the club. The VIP room was a plush, exclusive area, furnished with velvet couches and dim lighting. I felt a rush of excitement and apprehension as Mike guided me inside, my senses heightened by the prospect of what lay ahead. Wow, I breathed, taking in the opulent surroundings. Impressed? Mike asked, his arm around my waist. A little, I admitted, feeling my nerves creep up on me again. I've never been in a place like this. He smiled, his eyes full of promise. Sis, wait! My sister's voice stopped me in my tracks, and I turned to see her standing in the doorway, a concerned expression on her face. What's going on? She questioned, her eyes flicking between Mike and me. I felt a flush of embarrassment, knowing she understood my intentions. Nothing. I mean, we were just... It's okay, sis, she interrupted, her tone reassuring. I know what tonight is about, but remember, we agreed to take things slow. I sighed, feeling like a child being reprimanded. Yeah, I know. I just got caught up, I guess. It's okay, she assured me, softening her tone. We can still have fun, explore, and enjoy the night without diving into the deep end right away. Okay, sis, I muttered, feeling a bit deflated. I knew she was right, but that didn't stop the desire that had been building inside me. So what now? Now, she said with a mischievous smile, we keep the party going, but on our terms. I felt a mix of relief and excitement as I realized she wasn't shutting down the night entirely. What do you have in mind? She glanced at Mike, who stood by patiently, awaiting our decision. Well, our new friend seems charming and eager to show you a good time. Why don't we take him up on that offer, with some ground rules, of course. I bit my lip, curious and nervous about where this was headed. What kind of ground rules? Simple, she replied, her eyes narrowing with determination. We continue to have fun, we flirt, we dance, but we maintain control. No one-on-one situations for now. We stick together and call the shots. I felt a weight lift from my shoulders as her plan sank in. Oh, okay, that sounds manageable. Great, she exclaimed, clapping her hands together. Now, let's get back to it. But remember, sis, you're driving this ship. We'll go at your pace, whatever that may be. I took a deep breath, feeling empowered and grateful for her support. Okay, let's do this. Mike, I called out, surprising myself with my boldness. He turned toward us, his face illuminated by the colorful lights of the club. You ladies ready to get back to it? We are, I replied, stepping forward with newfound confidence. But on one condition. His eyebrows furrowed, a curious smile playing on his lips. Oh yeah? And what's that? I glanced at my sister, who gave me an encouraging nod. We stay together. No splitting up, at least for now. A mischievous grin spread across his face. Deal. A night with two gorgeous ladies by my side? I can't say no to that. Perfect, my sister chimed in. And Mike, if you play your cards right, we might just give you a glimpse of what my sister has to offer. His eyes widened at her suggestion, and I felt a rush of excitement and nervousness at the prospect. The rest of the night was a blur of laughter, dancing, and flirty interactions as the three of us moved through the club together. Mike was the perfect gentleman, respecting our wishes. I felt myself relaxing into the role my sister had crafted for me, enjoying the attention and the power it gave me. As the night drew to a close, we found ourselves back at our table, sipping on cocktails and reflecting on the evening. Well, ladies, it's been a blast, Mike said, his eyes sparkling with satisfaction. But I'm afraid I have to call it a night. I felt a twinge of disappointment, even though I knew the evening had to end at some point. "Oh, okay." My sister leaned forward, her expression full of intrigue. "But before you go, we have a little something for you." His eyes widened with interest as he took in our glances. "Oh yeah, and what's that?" I took a deep breath, feeling a mix of anticipation and nerves. I shifted in my seat, my eyes locking with his, and leaned forward. The kiss was nice. My heart raced as I pulled back, a shy smile playing on my lips. There, now we can call it a night. Thanks for watching. Be sure to check out Patreon for a lot more content and early access to YouTube videos.